job.
Wait! Don't start without...
We're as prepared as we can be without knowing... We're as prepared as we can be without knowing exactly where this pathway leads. I've even set wards that will help protect me from the Daedric princes. Remember, though, our primary goal, the Golden Knight, must wield the reforged Dawnbreaker to breach the barrier. Then we simply step through the portal and see where it takes us. I expect we may call upon your fighting skills before all is said and done. Are you ready? Sir Darian, deal with this barrier, if you please.
My pleasure.
The way is open. Let's go. I'll be all right, Valcerin. Manipulating the Dreaming Cave always exhausts me.
We'll take it slow. Let the others clear the path for us.
I expected the pathway to lead to some obscure corner of oblivion, but this is Nocturnal's realm. I wish I could remember what compelled me to hide the heart here. The heart is here, I'm positive. Now that I think about it, this location has a familiar feel. I've been here before. I just need to take Darien and scout the path ahead. Look for any signs that might indicate where I hid the heart. Valcerin will assist me, and we'll follow behind you. As much as it pains me to admit, my many... Be prepared for anything. This is Nocturnal's realm, after all.
This one walks the path once more. But where is the pretty crystal he carried last time?
Did that bird just talk? You heard that, right?
Pay the crows no mind. They're nothing but an annoyance. The crows serve as Nocturnal's eyes. The crows serve as Nocturnal's eyes. She watches us through these... I remember carrying the heart of transparent law along this path and up toward the mountain above. I remember Nocturnal's creatures moved aside to let me pass. Obviously, they aren't as accommodating as last time I was here. I don't see any alternative, do you? Perhaps more memories from when I was last...
Talking birds and...
Featherless one couldn't resist the sea sload, not on his own. Ah!
What nonsense is this?
He doesn't remember. So desperate he was, he leaped at our mistress's offer. Ah!
Speak plainly, crows. Come back here.
Ikesis, calm down. Their words mean nothing.
This is getting stranger and stranger.
The crows. Their words stir the echoes in my mind. I remember fighting the sea sloat's compulsion with every fiber of my being. And I was losing. I remember searching for something, anything. I remember Nocturnal appearing before me, offering to help me hide the heart away in a place that no one would ever find it. Then...
Be ready for anything.
Every dusk a loving embrace. Every dawn.
The path ends here.
I remember this.
Ikesis, what are you saying?
I'm saying I remember taking the heart through that portal. With every step along this path, my memory grew clearer. This portal, it leads to where I had my fateful... Nocturnal offered me a spell that would hide the heart from everyone. The sea sloat, Nocturnal, even from me. As soon as I hid it away, my memory of even I assume so. Some of the details still elude me. I remember entering the portal with my preparations included numerous wards of protection. They should allow me to resist even the magic of a Daedric prince, at least for a short amount of time. Through the portal, I remember an ancient ruin. Step cautiously. I remember very little about what lies on the other side of this portal. I remember the words, but I don't know exactly what they mean. Once I begin the spell, my friends, the heart of transparent law will soon be back in our hands. Heart, reveal yourself. Ganoro
Jesus,
Berin.
your chest, it's glowing.
Ijavil. Of course. I put the heart inside myself. It was the perfect hiding place.
Look, Mephala. The mortal hid the heart inside his own body. How clever.
Uh-oh. Mephala and Clavicus Vile. This could be bad.
But why did Nocturnal keep this from us? No matter. I'll take the crystal now, right, Master?
My wards shall protect me.
Impressive for a mortal. But the wards won't hold long against our power.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Stop struggling, mortal. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Fight, Icasis! Just hold on!
Command me and I'll use the sword's power. Where do all these Daedra keep coming from? Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Hold still, mortal, and I'll make this quick.
Command me and I'll use the sword's power. Very well. I'll do this myself. Dawnbreaker, go
Promise
forth!
me you'll lead them.
Don't even say it, Icasis! Just keep fighting!
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power.
Tearing me apart!
Mephala, stop that! I've got him! Wait, what's the...
Nocturnal! How dare you interfere?
Get out of my realm, princess. You are no longer welcome. The heart belongs to me. We made a deal, didn't we, mortal?
Icasis?
I did what I had to. I hid the heart, even from you. The only way to retrieve it is to kill me.
Very well. I accept those terms.
No!
We need to go, now! Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Right, Master! Damn it! Hang on! I'll get us out of here!
Dawnbreaker will protect us. I hope.
Meridia's vessel. You have no power here.
I'll show you power, you monster!
The Sword of Light. I'll take that.
My sword! I just fixed that!
The heart is mine, and soon the Crystal Tower will belong to me. I no longer need Mephala or Vile.
Hold on! I'm getting us out of here!
Valsarin? Where's the Right Master?
Nocturnal killed him. We couldn't stop her.
No! That's not possible! This doesn't make any sense. What happened to the Right Master? I don't believe it. The Right Master, Achesis, he's the best of us. Besides, I thought only he could reveal the heart's hidden location. I knew he was remembering things, but I had no idea he was so desperate. To make a deal with a Daedric prince? Nocturnal betrayed the other princes? Actually, that's rather typical from what I've read. Without the heart, without the right... I'm not sure there is another way. With the heart of transparent law, Nocturnal can control the Crystal Tower. And with the Crystal Tower, she can... well, I'm not sure why she wants the tower. We'll need to consult a few experts. Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces. It's time to turn this Daedric tide before the waters of oblivion overwhelm us. Sotha Seal said he had information meant only for Right Master Achesis' ears. He asked me to send the Right Master to see him when he returned from traveling the Dreaming Cave. We also need to convince Sotha Seal to share the news he brought with us. But without the Right Master, he may decide to...
How unusual. The Psijics know better than to disturb me in my private study, and the Right Master has kept me waiting for an inordinate amount of time. That leads me to a single conclusion. That is unfortunate. I enjoyed my infrequent talks with Achesis. Ah, well. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make before... I am, and I did. But the Right Master is no longer in a position to receive that information. Now, once again, I ask. A demand? Interesting. Then hear my words. Nocturnal stole a secret I thought well hidden. I developed a technique for utilizing life energy as a source of power. I suspect she will use that technique to amplify the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality simultaneously and possesses capabilities we do not fully understand. We must assume that Nocturnal's options are infinite. I suggest you find Valsarin and inform her of this development. I find it hard to believe that Nocturnal, Mephala and Vile worked together for as long as they did. Daedric princes aren't known for their willingness to share. With the heart not transparent law, the crystal at the top of the crystal tower anchors its metaphysical structure to all realities. With the heart, she can restore the tower straddles every reality. Its true purpose remains lost to time, but I theorize it was created as a watchtower of sorts, a doorway to everywhere. It stands to reason, then, that the tower is... Imagine a Daedric prince who can exert influence throughout the multiverse at the exact same moment in time. Nocturnal could become infinite. If she accomplishes that, then her power would...
You need to go to Valsuren's study right now. There's a problem. He's really tall.
Knight of Meridia, stay and talk with me.
Valsuren, stop! You're going to kill him!
Ugh, fine. Let our friend finish the interrogation.
This is ridiculous. I had no wish to see Ikesus harmed. He was my friend. He tried to save my daughter. If my wife wants a battle, though, tell her I'm ready to oblige. What are you talking about? Nocturnal, Methala, and Clavicus Vile are partners in this. That's why our three sects formed the Court of Bedlam. 3 Daedric princes working together to make the world... No, that can't be right. Why would she betray the Triad like that? Unless... You must let me leave, Artaeum. I need to contact my prince. Look, you have to let me return to Sammерсет and warn my prince. Let me go, and I'll convince Methala to help you. You're going to need my prince if you really plan to take on Nocturnal and the Crystal Tower. Consider it a necessary alliance. Do we really need to go over this again? Methala and the Triad sought places of power, the Clockwork City, the Crystal Tower, anything they could use to change the rules of reality and remake the world. I still only have your word that my prince has been betrayed. But I'll play along. Daedric princes aren't used to working together. If Nocturnal acquired the heart of transparent law, I could see how she might then decide. I was under the assumption that the Triad needed to work together to take control of the Crystal Tower. That was always my understanding. To attempt this on her own, Nocturnal must... The Crystal Tower has its own protections, though we know those have been weakened with the removal of the heart of transparent law. Still, we tried. I didn't say that. Nocturnal has the heart, and her power as a Daedric prince. It won't be easy, but she'll be able to enter the Crystal Tower. What Court of Bedlam? You dealt with Clavicus Vile's Earl, and I'm your prisoner. The court is in shambles, just like the Triad, if what you say is to be believed. But beware Nocturnal's champion.
Lathan is a shell of the man I fell in love with. We can't trust anything he says. No, just another horrible bit of news in an otherwise horrible situation. All the more reason for us to get to the Crystal Tower. Likely at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, northeast of Lilundril. The ritual usually requires a full year and a day to complete. Oriandra, tell Darian to meet us at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, and keep an eye on Lathan while we're gone.
job.
No more stalling! Tell Raz what's happening at the Crystal Tower, now!
Climb the watchtower and see for yourself.
Why did you tell him that?
His teeth were very sharp, Dumbledore.
The Crystal Tower isn't supposed to do that, yes?
The tower started glowing right before you arrived.
Raz was nearby when he heard that the Sapiarchs were up to something at the Crystal Tower. This one didn't expect the tower to start glowing. I hope this is the work of the Sijiks, yes? No, these Daedric princes. Raz hates those things. And this one supposes that if Nocturnal takes control of the Crystal Tower, that would be bad for Sammерсет, yes? So that would be a yes on the bad for Sammерсет question. Infinite. A number so big it makes Raz's head swim just trying to imagine it. So what should we do about this? So that is what the Sapiarchs are doing at the gatehouse. Raz should have known. Magic makes this one's fur stand on end. Alright, let's go to the gatehouse and see how the Sapiarchs are coming along.
The tower! What's happening?
Raz thinks this is bad. Come, my friend, to the gatehouse!
Don't lose focus!
The diamond key! It won't meld with me! Keep trying! We need to open these gates! Time is running out. The Sapiarchs still haven't completed their ritual, and now Nocturnal has launched an attack against them. I sent Darien and Razumdar to I'll stay here and try to assist with the ritual. You go and help Darien and Razumdar. We need to buy the Sapiarchs, and while the Sapiarchs here work to attune themselves to the Resolute Diamonds, other Sapiarchs...
Finish the ritual. We will keep you safe. Platform is safe. Go! Raz will finish up here.
safe. Go! I'll finish up here.
The energy. Something feels wrong.
No! I think it's working! Ah! Damn it, no!
That was unexpected, yes.
The Sapiarchs are dead. Now what do we do?
I knew this wasn't going to work. Speeding up the Sapiarch ritual was a long shot at best. We should have had the Conclave working on a solution all along. The Psijics could have figured out how to attune the Resolute Diamonds. You're right. Even without the Right Master, we can still do this. I can take the Resolute Diamonds and return to Artaeum immediately. But, well, I'm kind of at a loss as to what we should do next. No, that was a bad idea the first time Lathan suggested it. I'll take the diamonds to Artaeum and get to work immediately. Darian, gather the diamond keys. The Psijic Order will do what the Sapiarchs could not.
No, I'm done with the Psijic Order. Too many deaths, not enough action.
Raz will meet our friend.
Yeah.
This one has seen many bizarre things working as an Eye of the Queen, but this may take the moon sugar cake. A strange... That is what Raz said. A dog. It spoke words as clear as day. It gave me a message to give to you. The dog said you should meet it in the gardens because it had something important to tell you. Yes, Raz will go warn the Proxy Queen. That would be for the best. Just be careful, my friend. This one does not trust dogs, especially...
Hello. Well met, friend.
The Office of Divine Prosecution requires strong-minded assistance.
Follow me.
Sammерсет requires your services again, friend of Razumdar.
It's me. But wasn't that fun? Exercise is good for the digestion after all. Besides, I find that people look at me strangely whenever I start chatting in public. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell you. Where do you live? Under a rock? Everybody knows that Barbas is the Hound of Clavicus Vile. Look, I was glad to come find you and get out of the house, as it were. Vile's fuming about how Nocturnal betrayed him. He just hates it. Probably wants to make some kind of a deal. That's his bread and butter, you know. Look, it's no skin off my nose, but it seems to me that Nocturnal irritated you even more when she evaporated your friend and took the crystal head into the caves just north of the city. He told me he'd wait there, but not to take too long. Like I said, He's still a little upset about the Triad breaking up and all that. My master has been livid since Nocturnal betrayed him. That's why I've been keeping my distance. Do me a favor and try not to make him any more irritated when you talk to him. What? You never heard of the Daedric Prince of Bargains? The ruler of the Fields of Regret and the Lord of Tricks and Wishes? Well, don't tell him that. He's upset enough as it is. I'm Barbas. Sure, I may look like a talking dog, but I'm actually a talking dog. I'm my master's faithful hound and servant.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You broke more than a dozen statues with your antics today. Regulations state that I should place you under arrest, but I'm thinking we haven't been following much procedure today anyway. I should have, shouldn't I? She...
Look at that. You can follow directions. My master's waiting for you deeper inside.
Please, Master! Mercy! Ah! Even in death they serve. So, the Hound found you. Good. Let's discuss an arrangement, shall we? Don't let these crumbled husks trouble you. I needed to vent my frustrations, and my loyal followers were close at hand. Yes, I did. I assumed Barbers would have made that clear. I admire your persistence almost as much as I hate the fact that you constantly oppose me. Still, Nocturnal couldn't dispatch you. We have a common cause now, you and I. A common enemy. Nocturnal turned her back on our alliance. She betrayed the Triad. Worse, she betrayed me. Consider my next words carefully. You killed my Court of Bedlam, Earl. You dispatched our pet sea slow. I hate you, but I also respect you. And I need your help to gain vengeance against... Upstairs, you'll find a key. With it, your Psijic friends can get you to my realm, where I can direct you to the Crystal Tower. Getting inside, though, for that, you'll need the Resolute Diamonds. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. Haven't you learned anything? The Crystal Tower exists in all realms. In my realm, however, there is no gatehouse to block your way, just the tower's own defenses. And for that, unfortunately, you'll need the diamond keys. A problem, certainly, but one I'm sure you can overcome. Perhaps another prince will be willing to help you. I leave the details of that to you. Just remember this favor I have provided when you restore the tower and save your... I'm sure something of value will suggest itself when the time is right. I promise that whatever I ask for as compensation, it will not unduly cost you. Anyway.
Stupid big ones and their stupid orders. Fetch me that thing's heart.
Can you hear me? I have troubling news. The Golden Knight has taken matters into his own hands. He set Lathan free and returned with him to Sammерсет. Who knows what all that time in Meridia's realm did to Darian's mind? He couldn't have gotten off the island without Lathan's help. And Lathan needed his assistance to circumvent the wards placed upon him. I sensed Darian in Sammerset's northwest region, but Lathan's magic prevents me from identifying a more precise location. Please, I'll find you as soon as the diamond keys are ready to use.
So, standing around is a crime in Sammерсет?
Yes, we even have a word for it. Loitering. I suggest you learn it.
I'm desperate.
Hurry up, Lathan. They could find us at any moment.
Something's wrong.
Wrong? Why doesn't that surprise me? Now, don't get mad, but there's a perfectly good explanation why Lathan and I busted out of Artaeum. The intentions of the Psijics are good, but we're running out of time. From what we saw at the gatehouse, Not you, too. I got enough doubt and dirty looks back in Artaeum. Look, Methala was betrayed by Nocturnal. It stands to reason she might want to help us. And we could certainly use the power since I still can't make contact with Meridia. Now, don't get... I knew I could count on you. As for Lathan...
If you want to return me to Artaeum, I won't resist you. But first, I am, but I'm surprised that you'd go along with that. If we can get inside and reach Methala's shrine, I can attempt to make contact with my prince. Not exactly, but it's obvious to me that you believe that's what's happened. I need to see. It should have been a simple matter to identify myself and unlock the door. But the spells in place resisted me. It's as if I've lost my status as Methala's Earl. My prince deals in secrets and hidden lore. If anyone can activate the keys to the Crystal Tower, she can. That was our original plan, before you intervened. After I... How did this happen? My people should have been safe within these walls.
Nocturnal's been eliminating the sex of the other princes. Are you surprised she turned on her former ally?
I recruited most of these men and women. I was responsible for them.
Scout ahead and find the shrine. I'll stay with Lathan until he's ready to move on.
It pains me that it had to end this way, but my mistress will not be denied.
Butcher! How dare you pretend to care about the men and women you slaughtered?
Every action I performed was in the service of Nocturnal's grand plan.
Lathan, she has
I never trusted Nocturnal's Earl. A dark elf in the court of Bedlam? It was unprecedented. Nocturnal's champion is reckless and quick to anger. We can take advantage of that. Perhaps get her to slip up and reveal what's going. Nocturnal's magic is at work here. See how the Yagra have mutated into creatures of shadow? We need to follow Nocturnal's Earl. Harry, champion of Nocturnal, what magic is this? I've never seen anything like it.
This was always the plan. Nocturnal's plan.
So Nocturnal did betray my mistress.
Your mistress is weak. Come with me, and I'll show you what true power looks like.
Lathan, no! Come on! We can't let them get away!
This magic, it destroys everything. What good is power if there's nothing left to rule?
This is what the court wanted all along. An end to the old ways. A new beginning.
I won't be party to the death of innocents. I won't...
Let him go!
Be silent, knight, or I'll let you taste the blade you once carried. I wish to speak to your friend now. Look how the pearls shimmer with dark energy. Isn't it beautiful? My mistress offers a small mercy. Allow her to finish her work, and she'll make the deaths of the Psijics fast and painless. But if you interfere, you will... The sea-slowed trinkets? It was an easy matter for my mistress to alter the magic. To use their ability to siphon life energy and funnel it into the Crystal Tower. In the end, your own world will provide the power that spells its doom. Nirn's destruction isn't the goal. It's just a means to an end. The Crystal Tower grows more powerful with every iota of energy produced by Nirn's death. And with that power, Nocturnal will remake all reality into a... Mephala and Clavicus Vile are fledglings compared to my mistress. Nocturnal existed before this reality was even imagined, and she will ride its destruction into the next. This isn't an end, it's a new beginning. Good luck with that. Now stay out of the way, or death will be the least of your concerns.
Nocturnal must pay for betraying my mistress, while a consecrated shrine offers the best conduit to a Daedric prince. There are other means. In the back chambers, I have a way to communicate privately with my prince. She's gone. I no longer sense her presence here. The Abyssal Pearls, however, the court helped seed them throughout Sammерсет. I can tell the Psijic. Darian, go the other way and meet us in the back chambers. We want to make sure Nocturnal's Earl didn't leave us any surprises.
I'll go. But if this is just a ploy so you can betray us, you'll have to deal with me.
Destroy that creature, and then I can contact my prince.
There you are! This place is already as light! What is that thing?
Meet me outside, and we'll make contact with my prince. Mathala, appear before your faithful servant.
I answer my Earl's summons only to find him with these unworthies. Do you betray me too, Lathan?
Never, my prince. We share a common enemy now. Please, talk to them and hear what they have to say.
So, the mortal who opposed me wants to speak. If what you say doesn't interest me, I will order Lathan to kill you. And what did the cowardly Prince of Bargains offer you? Was it something so intriguing that you would risk my wrath as well? You would challenge Nocturnal in the Crystal Tower? Since gaining the Heart of Transparent Law, the tower serves as an extension of her own realm. It amuses me that you want to thwart her plans. How desperate you must be to offer the very relics I once sought. I will think upon your request. Before you enter Vile's realm, have my Earl contact me again. At that time, I will either help you, or I won't.
That's it? A maybe?
I'll return to Artaeum with Darien and tell them what we learned. Meet us there.
We failed. The Conclave, despite its best efforts, wasn't able to attune the Resolute Diamonds. We can't use the diamond keys to enter the crystal. Using the Crystal Tower and Sotha Seal's technique for utilizing life energy? Then we really are doomed. Without a way into the Crystal Tower, we can't even attempt to challenge. Is that what the Psijic Order is reduced to? Forced to accept help from the same? I opposed this line of reasoning when Lathan first suggested it, as bargains with the princes don't often end well. But what choice do we have? Still. I'll start making preparations for the Dreaming Cave. In the meantime, Sotha Seal asked me to send you to his study the moment you arrived. I'm not sure what he wants, but something to do with the Crystal Tower, no doubt. Sotha Seal has never been forthcoming, though for some reason, both decided to return? I'm surprised. Meridia's Knight has a stake in this, But why would Lathan So the seal waits for you in his study. Tell him about the alliance with the Daedric princes. We'll want to send a small force, but leave the majority of the Conclave behind, in case the efforts in the...
The Tribunal has been warned. They will make preparations in case the efforts here fail. I doubt that even they can weather the resulting storm if the worst comes to pass. As I calculated your act in part, determining the possible consequences of disparate actions becomes easier when studying the primary catalyst. You have a tendency to fill that role in almost all situations. A bold move. Still, I see the logic. Who better to send against their betrayer than the mortal who bested their plans at every turn? If Mafala agrees, you'll be able to assault the tower. I just wish I knew what Nocturnal hopes to accomplish. I'm not sure that's within the capability of the Crystal Tower, but if she uses my technique for siphoning life energy to supercharge the tower... If Nocturnal uses the life force of Nirn to increase the power of the Crystal Tower, she can then use the same technique to steal the energy of the Daedric princes as she invades their realms. Infinite connections. Gather your companions and meet me in the Dreaming Cave. We must contact Vile and Mafala so you can enter the Crystal Tower, recover the heart of transparent law, and repair the Tower Crystal. That will require a burst of divine... Transparent law, the crystal at the top of the tower, is as much metaphysical as it is tangible. Only divine... If Nocturnal performs the restoration, and once again merges the heart with transparent law, her connection to the tower... You must enter the Crystal Tower and recover the heart. Then find a relic filled with divine energy and repair transparent law. Only then will the tower's innate defenses re-engage and repel Nocturnal's influence.
Psijics must be wine drinkers, because this ale they make tastes awful. I brought Lathan back, and what does Valsurin do? Sends me off without a word or a thank you. So when do we head out to assault the Crystal Tower? No one tells me anything around here. I knew I could count on you. You're always straight with me. I appreciate that. Still, what? No, I didn't mean it like that. I just mean back then there were more. And trust me, I am grateful for that. You're kind of like me in a lot of ways, aren't you?
This is Arteum. Raz is impressed, and truly frightened by the very strange sky.
Ah, here comes your friend now. Just remember, Razandar sent word that he needed to talk to you, so I took it upon myself to bring him to Arteum. I assumed you'd want to speak to him before you go off.
Raz never had the urge to travel to Oblivion, or visit a magically displaced island. But now Raz feels like the cat who caught the farmer's prized turkey. Raz knew that strange talking dog would lead you into trouble. Do you really think we can trust those Daedric princes? No, too late for that. Tell Raz the rest of your plan, yes? Foolish, but brave. Also very foolish. Raz has walked into certain death many times and emerged with his fur intact. Mostly. But Raz warned Queen Irene. She has promised to contact the leaders of the other alliances and assemble a mighty force to deal with this threat. Which brings us, the mighty force won't reach Sammерсет for quite some time. Oh, Raz could tell you about prevailing winds, unusual storms, and other factors beyond our Not this time. Raz must go back and lead the divine prosecution in defense of Sammерсет. If the Crystal Tower...
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a terrific father to our daughter, Lathan. I'll never forget that.
You were always Elderway's hero, Val. I envied the way she looked up to you.
I'm sorry, Lathan. I should have been there with you, with her, at the end.
You were trying to save her. I know that.
Things will never be the same between me and Lathan. I've been a member of the Psijic Order for more years than I can remember. The world ends all the time. It's just that I'm more accustomed. You have a way of instilling confidence, my friend.
This shrine, Val and I built it for our daughter after she died. With the Psijic Order and my mistress Methala aligned toward a common goal, I'm feeling practically... The court offered me a purpose after my life lost its meaning. Our princes, not in the least. Remaking...
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk to me when you're ready to proceed. This is the moment.
I'll lead you through the fields of regret to reach the Crystal Tower.
Hey, that dog just talked!
I can establish contact with Methala. She's ready to appear if you're willing to lower the defenses.
Oriandra, Valsarin, assist me. Let us open a path and not keep the Prince of Secrets waiting.
So the seal, the false god. I should have expected to see you.
Lady Methala, will you honor the agreement you made with this mortal?
I am always true to my word. Now, send forth a mortal who consistently avoids the tangles of my web. You are strangely consequential for a mortal. In my calculations, I somehow overlooked your significance. And yet, that has worked to my advantage. I can attune the diamond keys, but that won't be enough to keep you safe. Using the secrets she stole from So the Seal, Nocturnal has infused the Crystal Tower with boundless energy. It makes the... I must turn the Resolute Diamonds into more than just keys. They must become an anchor, something to lock you to this reality. Without such a weight, you will be lost as the tower rapidly shifts from one plane to the next. 2 trivial concessions, nothing more. First, just as Vile sends his hound, I want you to take my Earl Lathan into the Crystal Tower. And second, 2 Resolute Diamonds, imbued with the power of Methala. Now they merge into a single gem. 1 resolute anchor to serve as the... Remember, if any of you stray too far from the protection of the resolute anchor, you'll be lost in the nothingness between realities. And know that I will be watching.
Can she do that? I hate being spied on.
Now it's my turn. Let me use the gift my master gave you, and I'll get you to the Crystal Tower.
Get the heart and restore the crystal known as transparent law. But remember, you'll need a relic of divine energy to accomplish that.
Lathan, promise me you'll keep them.
I bet Nocturnal knows we're coming. So much for the element of surprise.
Where's Vile's hound? Has he abandoned us already?
And to think we're depending on the actions of mortals. Ah, well, let's talk. Nocturnal dares much attacking my master's realm. But here you are, safe and sound. The Crystal Tower. At least it's the version that exists in the Fields of Regret. Now, I really need to get back to barking and biting Nocturnal's minions. Well, that depends on how good Mephalah's magic is. If you're attuned to the Resolute Anchor like she promised, then the doors to the Crystal Tower will open at your approach. If not, you'll more than likely... That was the plan, yes. But plans changed when Nocturnal attacked my master's realm. Now Clavicus Vile wants me to repel those invaders and start preparing contingencies in case you... I've never been inside a tower that straddles every reality, but I expect you're going to have to go up, up, up. If you do reach the Night Mistress, fight her one. Remember Mephalah's warning. Stray too far from the Resolute Anchor, and you'll get lost between reality.
This place looks surprisingly intact.
The interior and the exterior of such places rarely coincide perfectly. I pity the sapiarchs that were present when Nocturnal unleashed this magic.
A dead end? Did we make a wrong turn?
Wait, tower. It's moving. Fascinating. It appears to be reconfiguring itself.
Then let's get moving before the tower remakes this platform out of existence.
I expect we'll see more evidence of this malleable nature the higher we climb.
Look at this place. Part of the ceiling has fallen in.
Yes, but what happened to the Shadow Sapiarchs? They were thick as crows on the lower levels.
Stay back!
Really? A walking volcano?
I don't know how you entered the tower, but you must get out of here.
She's still alive. We have to help her.
No, stay back. The relic that protects me, it's failing. You can't help me.
She's right. Look how she's starting to fade.
Please, before I am lost, tell me, what happened? I deserve to know why the tower has done this. Nocturnal? So I am to die as a pawn in some game played by a Daedric prince? I'm sorry, but you've reached a dead end. The explosions. The exit is blocked by debris. There's the old ballista. If you could get it working again, it might be strong enough to punch through the debris. Oh, God. I don't want to die!
Let me help you. Clear your mind.
It's so hard to concentrate.
Think of your loved ones. Picture their faces, and my magic will help you.
I see them. The pain is fading. I can see.
She's gone.
Her last moments were peaceful. I saw to that. The magic that held back the shadows is gone. They'll be upon us before we know it.
The dying Sapiarch was right. That is a ballista. It's not broken, it's just missing a few parts. Look around while I get the rest of it back in working condition. That should work. Let's blast away out of here. Now that's how to clear a path. I need one of those.
Nocturnal started to repair transparent law. Soon none of this will matter. How observant, knight. prolonging your pain, Lathan. A pity. I thought we were the same. No matter. Your quest ends here.
Try the key pedestal. She did something to... We must be nearing the pinnacle of the tower. That's why Nocturnal sent her champion to slow us down. Nocturnal's Earl damaged... Sapient magic is powerful. Magic of the Psijic Order. I can operate the mechanism manually from here. Then, once you and Darien are through the gate, I could tell him... The gate! It's opening! Go on! I can't hold this for very long!
Gate! Lathan, watch out!
I have to stop you here. All of you.
I wondered if you'd actually show yourself instead of just projecting menacing images.
A closed gate won't save them, Lathan.
No, but this will keep you busy for a time.
No!
Where'd they go? Is Lathan gone?
At least.
Why are you glowing?
I was overconfident, I'm afraid. Valcerin always said I was too sure of my own abilities. I just assumed I had to do something to get rid of Nocturnal's champion. At least for a little while. Beyond that, I really did hope that a moment outside the... You can stop Nocturnal. I'd really rather not see you and the Knight wind up with this fate. And if all goes well, you can tell Valcerin that I should be thanking you. You had no reason to trust me, yet you did. Tell her I'm going to go be with our daughter. Tell Val.
We should... Come on. Nocturnal's realm. We've got to be nearing the top of this damn thing.
Could stop me. He's only delayed the inevitable.
Ignore the creepy voice. We have to keep going.
That's far enough. My mistress can't be interrupted. Her work is too important.
Give me the damn Dawnbreaker back.
Come and get it! I don't understand. Why didn't the sword protect me?
Because Dawnbreaker was never intended for you.
Meridia's magic is gone. The blade isn't yours anymore either.
We'll see about that.
Join Meridia in my eternal darkness.
We are not dying like this! That worked? I mean, of course it worked. I just need a moment. Nocturnal's Earl was wrong. Meridia's power, it's not gone. Her magic remains strong and vibrant. I finally understand everything Meridia told me. Her power, it's inside me. And with it, I can remove the corruption from Dawnbreaker. I can fill the relic. Then this is even better. You can use the restored Dawnbreaker to save the world. I just won't be around to see it happen. I finally understand. I'm the vessel. I'm saying you've got this. Whenever a threat appears, you bring the champions together. You find... I'm returning the last of Meridia's power to the blade, so you can stop Nocturnal. I wouldn't do this for anyone else. Thank you. For everything.
The tower crystal is almost whole. You're too late, mortal. Too late. Once the crystal is made whole, Meridia's power won't help you against me. And this time, succeed where failed.
Finally! My true purpose! I will not fail you, Mother!
Your strength is impressive, but transparent law is almost old. Now, rise again, my champion.
You can't stop me! I only grow stronger as we bathe this world in darkness!
Witness my unrivaled power! To be mine!
The Crystal Tower. Its defenses no longer keep me out. Are you here, my friend? You did it. I knew it. Transparent law, it's whole again. I didn't think that was possible, and you stopped Nocturnal. You're back upon Sammерсет, my friend. The tower itself, it reformed. But where's Darian? And Lathan? Of course, when you restored the tower crystal, it most likely expelled Nocturnal back to her own realm. I'm a little concerned that I was able to walk in without a key. But we can figure that out later, Lathan. I'll mourn for...
As I predicted, your efforts were successful. A slight chance is all probability requires. There is no such thing as impossible. Was that Meridia's plan all along? Perhaps, perhaps not. Your perseverance paid off, however. You never gave up even when the darkness was unbearable. Life and death. It's all part of the ongoing circle. As long as you remember them, they will never be forgotten. It took Nocturnal hundreds of years to put all the pieces of her plan into place. And you wiped it all out with a single thrust of the Dawnbreaker. There will be other plans, I'm sure, but this particular threat is over. Next, every action we take can tip the balance of the flow of time. Bask in the moment and realize that you have done well, my mortal friend. You have saved the Crystal Tower, saved Sammерсет, saved reality itself. must attend to other matters.
We still have work to do, my friend. I'm afraid we still have work to do. While the Crystal Tower is protected against Daedra, any mortal can now walk right through its gates. We must convince the Sapiarchs to gather allies in order. It will take an influence far stronger than you and I. Of that, I'm sure. We'll call a meeting of Sammerset's most influential leaders. Perhaps with such a force behind us, we can... We've already seen the devastation that's possible when the tower falls into the wrong hands. And the recent attack by Nocturne... Go and tell Oriandra of my plan. She'll know which parties to contact. I'd also like to ask Sotha Seal to join us. His support would be extremely helpful to our... Honestly, I haven't yet had a moment to process all that...
It's good to see you alive and well. Word has already spread about your daring exploits within the Crystal Tower. It's still a little hard to believe, truth be told. Of course, there's so much left to do. I already have a list as— That doesn't sound good. Is there another crisis I have yet to be informed about? I'd almost rather deal with another crisis than try to convince the Sapiarchs. Still, it will be done. I'll even make sure to invite the Proxy Queen. Her palace should make for a suitable meeting place. Neutral ground and all that. Sotha Seal's in his study, preparing to depart. He never seems to stick around for very long. I suggest you hurry.
Here you are again. I thought such an outcome likely. The time has come for my departure. I've always felt a sense of peace in Artaeum, but also discomfort. While you confronted Nocturnal, I worked within the shadow of your efforts. Negotiations with both Clavicus Vile and Mafala were held, and a compromise was decided. Knowing the nature of Daedra, I doubt that shall be the case. However, any direct interference within Nirn should cease, while the terms are met, of course. As for Nocturnal, perhaps. She likely contemplates her next course of action even now, given such a defeat. It may be centuries before she makes another attempt. I must decline. Valserin may see me as an ally, but to Sammerset, I am a foreign interloper. An enemy of the state. My participation would not be welcome. I take no pleasure in such distractions from my work. Still, I would not dislike it if we spoke again. Farewell.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
Ja.
Listen round, I've a warning to sound.
Ja.
Actually a There must be something important going on to bring them out of hiding.
Finally, you arrived. We were able to gather everyone. To be honest, not great. Even the Proxy Queen is hesitant to accept our request. As always,
You can't make such demands. The Sapiarchs are the keepers of the Crystal Tower.
This is about more than the College of Sapiarchs, Lanatil.
If Raz could intervene, perhaps we should hear from our newly arrived friend.
We concur with Razumdar. Let us hear what the adventurer has to say.
The Sapiarchs recognize your bravery on our behalf in Lalandril and within the Crystal Tower, but there is nothing you can say that will alter our thinking on this matter. So Valcerin claims. If this is true, the College shall institute new measures to protect the tower. That is well within our capabilities. The Psijic Order is responsible for all that has happened. Why should I trust them now? Perhaps you're right, but the Sapiarchs did not cause these events. The Psijic Order did. My people died protecting the Crystal Tower. Why should I accept aid from the very Order that's responsible? Be that as it may, the Sapiarchs will continue to do as we always have. We shall protect the Crystal Tower. Entrusting that responsibility to anyone else is just far too dangerous a risk. That's your opinion. You are a newcomer. I have no reason to believe that you have Sammerset's best interests in mind. For all I know...
Our friend has proven their mettle time and time again. Raz thinks you should hear about these deeds. Oriandra, admit our guests now, yes?
What are you up to, Razumdar?
I will vouch for this adventurer. While I was blinded by prejudice and hate, their actions saved Shimmerine.
The Divine Prosecution recognizes this adventurer's efforts to maintain the peace. I can personally attest that they saved Katan Keep from a Daedric cult.
Alchemy vouches for this adventurer. Within our troop, loyalty and trust come before all. This brave hero has demonstrated those qualities 1,000 times over.
We have heard enough. We accept that the adventurer is trustworthy. Sapiarch Lanatil, listen to what they have to say.
I apologize for my assumptions. It's clear you've done much good for Sammerset and its people. The protection of the Crystal Tower has been the Sapiarch's duty for time immemorial. I can't deny the truth of your words. Very well. Henceforth, the Sapiarchs will accept outside aid in order to best protect the Crystal Tower. I'll begin preparation. I promise we will work with the Proxy Queen to make sure the Crystal Tower remains safe. I'll begin preparations immediately. We'll even allow the...
Raz is sure there are many more details to work out, but for now, this one just wants a very strong drink.
If you would wait a moment, my friend, I'd like to talk privately. thank you for helping me win this last battle. While the Psijic Order, we never meant to take such a direct role in events. We're observers, watchers. We lend a hand, guide fate, but never directly shape it. On an interim basis until we get beyond this crisis and can make a decision for the future. In the meantime, you're attuned to Artaeum and have a connection to the Psijic Order now. The portal will always be open for you, and you...
Razumdar, remove your furry seat from our throne.
After all Raz has done for Queen and country, you would deny him this small comfort?
Why Cousin Irene tolerates you, we'll never understand.
Raz could get used to such a seat. Metaphorically speaking, of course. This one would prefer a throne with far more padding. But enough of such talk. Today we celebrate. Raz thought of many different plans once he heard of this meeting. He is glad the first turned out so well. His other plan... Actually, Raz may have doubted you a few times. Or many times. But he apologizes for that. After all, you have now proven yourself most capable. Raz did indeed. On behalf of Queen Irene, this is for you. Ironic how Sammерсет was saved by one of the newcomers it so distrusts. This is a good lesson for the High Elves, yes? So, enjoy yourself, my friend. Raz certainly plans to.
Our throne, Razumdar. We would have it back now.
So tense, your majesty. Must be this uncomfortable throne. Perhaps Raz could suggest a most comfortable cushion upon which you could sit.
Such a cushion is much too lumpy for our tastes, Cat.
So, this book just magically appeared in front of you?
I know what I saw. I was upstairs watching the ceremony, and I...
heel splitter? These sailors and their pet names.
That storm's worsening by the second. We're run. Best head inland, traveler, far as you can manage. It is only a matter of time before the tempest over Sea Keep moves down the coast, leaving ruin in it. I suppose it is. But we were driven from the keep long before the tempest began forming. Sea elves infiltrated our defenses and slaughtered the... It's no natural formation. The sea elves are conjuring it. If I could get within striking distance... I don't need another death on my conscience. But I can't afford to refuse your help. A direct assault... Our means of entering Sea Keep is this way. There's no time to spare. I hope you're a strong swimmer, incidentally. Here. See that whirlpool? The currents are being drawn into the flooded ruins beneath Sea Keep. Good. I'm glad to have someone at my back. They've suffered enough for my mistakes, and... Fate guide us. We made it! Too many years on dry land. There's a secret door in these ruins that will lead us directly into Sea Keep's... I had another reason to come here. When I couldn't share around my troops. The Mawama are holding the woman I love captive. I have to free her before the reinforcements from Alinor arrive. Because Castira is a sea elf. She is, or was, I suppose, the captain of the crew that attacked Sea Keep. Assuming her mutinous crew hasn't already done so, she'll be executed. Bait. These ruins were the only place where Cass and I could see each other. Our secret safe place. Yes. The blood of the garrison is on my hands. I killed them with my secret. I last saw Cass in the dungeon. With any luck, I didn't. The sea elves waylaid me and tossed me in the dungeon as soon as I unsealed the hidden passage. I slipped the leash on the battlements, where their sea mage was studying the keeps. There's the secret door. Give me a moment to open the seal. Are you all right?
Pan? How did you... Never mind. Get me out of these chains.
I'll see to her bonds. Cass, I need you to tell us everything you know about what your crew is planning. Cass, are you all right?
Pan? How did you... Never mind. Get me out of these chains.
I'll see to her bonds. Cass,
is it just the two of you? I suppose it'd have to be. No one from his garrison would volunteer to help a Malma. You know the truth then. You have to understand. The only thing lower than a mutineer to the Malma. They're going to summon a storm so powerful it'll scour the entire... On the battlements, calling to the...
I have a suggestion for our next move. Defeating Ulsar won't be as simple as rushing up the battlements and driving a sword through his... The magic in these Aldmer ruins are the hidden heart of Seakeep's power. Without them, there are fonts that channel the power of Magicka through Seakeep. If we seal them, it should prevent Ulsar... Sealing the fonts will be like trying to plug a dam with our fingers. At best, we'll staunch the flow enough to weaken...
Pan, your plan's insane.
I get a cut of the booty, right?
Where do we start?
No. You have to run while you can, Cass. Even if we stop the storm...
Stop worrying. The scouts will signal if they see an Altmer ship.
If we empty the sea, remember, what will we eat? This is your fault.
The last font is just ahead.
I don't suppose we could use this to blast Earlsar off the ramparts?
Sadly, no.
I'm too stubborn to sink Tenerife. That's why I was captain.
The gates are barred. The locking mechanisms are controlled from those two towers.
Easy enough. You take one, I'll take the other. Be careful. Aren't I always?
I'm hurt!
Once we've unbarred the...
Fight on! The Ghost Fleet gets no conscripts today!
This is it, Cass. Last chance to...
Don't try to talk me out of this, Pan.
Earlsar and his storm lie beyond this gate. No matter what happens, charging headlong into the fray was...
Earlsar's up ahead. In the eye. He drove my crew to mutiny, tossed me in chains. You remember our vows?
They were the only thing that kept us moored through that miserable storm.
Shouldn't the storm be growing weaker?
I said it probably wouldn't get any stronger. Damn him! I can barely hold my footing!
Keep fighting! One of us has to make it!
You can't tame the sea!
Pan! Your reinforcements! They're here, they can't see me with you.
Castira, wait!
It ends like it began. The two of us, adrift among the wreckage of our lives.
But alive and together.
Fortune smiles, with a shark's teeth. Ulsar's dead and his mutiny. It'll be a long journey without a crew, but I'll manage. I love him, for some reason, but the walls between us are taller than this keep. Did you witness a lot of coexistence here today? Pan won't take it well, but I think he'll understand. I love you, Pan. But we can't go on like this.
I know, Cass.
What will happen when I'm gone?
I pick up the pieces, or I find myself in irons.
I'm sorry. For everything.
I'm not.
The span between us may be as far as the sun and the sea, but you'll never be far from my thoughts.
The sun and the sea were never so lucky as to have crossed paths. I don't expect you to keep my secret. I want to restore some of the damage I've caused with my own hands. Farwenya, I'm afraid we've...
When Pandemalian's soldiers told me he'd returned to the keep with a passerby, I thought he'd lost his mind. What were you thinking? I'm not one to commend recklessness, but I suppose we all owe you a debt of gratitude. I don't know what's more troubling, that the Sea Elves would attempt... I'll note your remarks for the inquiry to follow. The sack of Sea Keep under Pandemalian's watch will reflect poorly. You've had a long day. See to your troops, and get some rest.
I'm honored by your consideration, but Seakeep is my responsibility. I won't rest until it is secure.
As you wish.
Goodbye, my friend.
Hello. Well met, friend. Boosterclaw hungers for more than waves today. The night is eternal. How can you possibly win?
So, standing around is a crime in Sammерсет?
Yeah. I expected more from you, even if you are a novice. What did I sponsor you for?
First the waves, then the endless darkness. You have no idea what comes next, do you, foolish mortal?